everybody, and welcome to Meet the Dog. I'm your friendly local kennel assistant, Chris, and with me today is Miss Chloe. I was not able to get an exact birthday for Chloe, but she is, I want to say, a little over a year now. She was born around the same time as the Angels. That includes Fred, Sandy, Sloan, so she's a little over a year old now. She's weighing in at 121 pounds. Her training strengths include her pace, her brace, and her falls. However, some things she needs to work on are her nervousness around people and traffic. Chloe and her sister Bridget came to us from Germany back in, I want to say, June or July, I believe it was. She is a very sweet girl. I have several nicknames for her, including Chloe Rider and Eyebrows, because she has the two kind of, let's see if you can see it, big bushy black spots in her eyes that look like eyebrows. I'm going to open it up to any questions people might have about Miss Chloe. Fun little facts I know of in the meantime. But yeah, any questions about Miss Chloe here, who is probably the first dog to just sit by me and look directly at the camera. So Chloe, you have just set the bar very high for everyone who's coming after you. And hopefully you all can hear me. I know last week we had a little bit of a sound issue. I'm hoping that where I'm currently sitting has fixed that. Let me know if I'm not coming in very. But yes, any questions about Chloe? Very good girl. Questions about Chloe? Barb V asks, has Chloe changed at all as she's gotten older? Definitely calmed down a bit. I think that's something that comes with age to a lot of dogs. But honestly, I don't think she's changed all that much. She's always been a very sweet girl, very comforting, very friendly. That definitely hasn't changed. She's always been very well behaved. Her gentle, well-behaved dogs, and that has certainly not changed. So I don't think she's changed a whole lot. I think she just kind of lost a bit of that puppy energy that she once had. How does, Crafty asks, how does Chloe perform in overnights? I have not taken her for an overnight, but I know Haley has taken her for an overnight before, and I've heard very good things about her. And Crafty also asks, who are her favorite dog friends? She gets along very well with Sloan, Fred, Rambo. She generally gets along well with everyone. I know she and Emma have accidentally gotten together a couple times, and they seem to have gotten along. That's not something we're going to push, but I'm glad they got along. Is all I can say to that. Barb V asks, she's adorable. What do you love most about her? I love the two German sisters, her and Bridget. I love them both very much. They're great dogs. I think you can't see it now, but one of the things I love most about Chloe is those bushy eyebrows she has. Black spots right above her eyes that look like eyebrows. It's how I used to tell her and Bridget apart, was that she has the eyebrows and Bridget has the all black back leg. So whenever I wanted to be like, is that Chloe or Bridget, I just look at her face and I'm like, she's got the eyebrows. Seems like there's a bit of a hum on the microphone. Hopefully that doesn't continue. What Barbie asks, what would she like to say to you? Well, going by the current position and how she's been acting, I guess it's more cuddles, please. She's sticking to me like glue right now. She wants the attention. Girl. Alright. What else? Little fun story about Chloe is the other day, I don't know if you can see it, but her back legs, she's moving them a little. It's a little odd how she moves them, and I think it was last week. It must have been last week. Yeah, I was coming back from my car. I was cutting through flat field. She was out playing with Sloan, and I see her running towards me. And the way she's running towards me is she's curved. It's like she was kind of curved like she was just a second ago, where like her butt was kind of sticking out, but her face was still straight forward, and she was running towards me like that. And it was some real exorcist. It was a real exorcist moment. It really scared me for a second. I panicked. I was like, did she hurt herself? Did she hurt her back? And then after that, she has a bit of a weird walk. It turns out she had a bad reaction to give the dogs Advantix for the fleas and ticks, and it turns out she had more or less an allergic reaction to that in her legs, and it made her start walking a little weird. So we're taking her off of that, and we're hoping that that'll clear up. It was a very frightening moment though, because she just started crab walking towards me, and I was like, if this dog hurt her back, oh man. Crafty asks, how is she different from the SDP? Honestly, not that different. I don't really think there's too much different between her and the other dogs. Mostly just because she was raised here, and I think that has a pretty big contribution to that. She was raised here, so she, has all the same environmental factors as the rest of them. I think, if anything, she might be just a little bit calmer. Sometimes, I should say calmer, in parentheses, sometimes. But honestly, she's not all that different from the rest of the SDP dogs that were born and raised here. Barb B asks, what kennel is she in now? We just rotated the dogs today, and she ended up in kennel 9, where Evie used to be up until recently. So now she's got a big old kennel all to herself, and she's got to love that. I'm sure she loves that. Says, thank you for doing these sessions. I appreciate them. It's my pleasure. Happy to do it. I'm going to give it a couple more minutes for any last-minute questions about Chloe, and then we're going to call it. I'll see if I can think of anything else in the meantime. Very well behaved this entire time. And I don't know if that's just because you want attention, so you're sticking very close to me, or what? Good girl. Her and her sister Bridget are two of my favorite dogs. They're such sweethearts. They really are. Yep, there goes the leash. Well, get that back on in a second. My hands are kind of full. Don't play with that. That's a piece of wood. Leave it. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Crafty. Crafty on here with her birthday. Her birthday is in April. April 30th, 2021. So I was close. I said May, April. So I was pretty close. But thank you for the exact date. Useful to know. That's got to be useful to know when I do Bridget's. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to ask anyone what her birthday was before I came on, so sometimes I kind of got to wing it. RV says Chloe looks like she wants a hug. Absolutely. she and her sister both are big cuddlers, big cuddlers. I think, especially her, she more than her sister, she's a real big cuddler. They're also both, they're real escape artists. We got to be real careful with going in and out of kennels with them because they will boom right past us if we give them a chance. You almost did a couple times today. Crafty asks, how is her coloring compared to other merles? I think compared to the other merles we have in the barn, her and her sister are a lot darker. They are much darker gray than the other merles we have, like Nessie, Callie, Wallace, Army sister. They're all a much lighter color. Their gray is a much lighter gray. Trying to think if we've had any merles. Yeah, Evie too. Evie was also a lot lighter than them. So they are very, very dark, almost brownish gray. So they're actually a lot different than the other merles here in terms of that. I'd say they're closer to color than Jiminy. Jiminy is also has very dark gray fur. She's over there in the bathroom because she accidentally got off the leash. But yeah, her and her sister are both very dark gray merles. I think that's all the time we have, so I'm going to call it here. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll be back next week with another dog. Everyone have a good night. All right. I'm going to put this over here so you don't trip over.